What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Anant Sharma and you're watching Anant Learnings. So, guys, today we're going to be continuing with tracing changes through 1,000 years from history, social science. So, guys, without any further ado, let's get right into today's video. So, guys, today we're going to be continuing with the chapter which we left in the previous video. We are going to be learning about the changes which were made in the 1,000 years from 700 to 1750 CE. So, let's talk about historians and their sources. Historians use different types of sources depending upon the time period that they're studying and the nature of their study. Now, you will realize some continuity in these sources so that the historians still rely upon coins and paintings, but they mostly rely upon inscription. Now, a question might arise in your mind that what are inscriptions? Now, inscriptions are the records of history written down somewhere. Earlier, these inscriptions were written on palm leaves or barks of trees. But in these 1,000 years, paper became more widely available and cheaper. So more and more people started writing more and more inscriptions, and more inscriptions were formed. That was a lot of mores. They were written in Sanskrit and in Middle Indo-Aryan languages. Now, you might think that what was written in these inscriptions? Now, people wrote many different things in these inscriptions. They wrote rules of rulers, or rules is also known as chronicles. They wrote teachings, holy texts, accounts and taxes, and also prayers. These inscriptions were stored in libraries known as archives. These manuscripts provide a lot of detailed information, and that's why historians prefer them over coins and paintings. Manuscripts is also another word of inscriptions. This right here is an archive. Let's talk about what were the troubles which were caused due to inscriptions. Now, there were no printing press in those days, so inscription had to be copied manually. The people who copied these inscriptions were known as scribes. Now, when copying, these scribes introduced some changes which grew over time. They put a sentence there, a word there, and it grew and became paragraphs. So, we rarely find the original copies. So, historians are forced to guess what the author had originally written by comparing two manuscripts of the same text. Now, let's talk a little bit more about inscriptions. Now, sometimes authors revise and write their inscription. For example, Ziauddin Barani. Guys, remember this name. It's pretty important. Wrote an inscription in 1356, and 2 years later, he revised it and he rewrote it in 1358. The two copies were separated, and historians did not know about the first copy until 1971. That's pretty recent because it remained in large libraries lost somewhere between those archives. Guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Guys, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And guys, I hope you all liked this new intro. I spent a lot of hours working on it. And if you have any feedback about my videos, leave it down in the comments. Guys, thank you for watching. Goodbye.